Hey, what is up? What is up? This is your girl, Kanti Kasa, the Songbird, right now with your boy, Rebel Bred. Okay, all right. Confession. I don't know whether to call you by your name or to call you Rebel Brand, because I know that's your clothing company. But I don't know
Yeah,
whether to call you like which one? Which one should I call you? Rebel Brand, or should I call you
well,
Nate? You know,
no, I can see why it's confusing because I always come from the Rebel Bread platform.
yes.
But you could call me. Let me tell you what you can call me. You can call me by my name, which is Nathan Brooks, or you can call
Thon.
me, yeah, Nathan, not Nathan, Nathan.
I've been pronouncing it wrong the entire time.
For real,
God,
what you been saying?
Nathan, that's terrible. Nathan,
Well,
Nathan. All
yeah.
right,
So, or you can call me Mr. Rebel Bread.
Mr. Rebel Bread. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
And as you can see, I'm rocking that Rebel Bread clothing right here. Look at that.
yeah.
Look at that. That is just sexy. Oh my gosh. And it's
Hmm.
like Pittsburgh Rebel Bread. Oof. He got girl collections too, guys. Female
Oh
collections.
yeah,
See.
oh yeah.
All right. So how are you doing? How are you doing today? How is like life treating you with everything going on?
You know, with everything going on, life is grand. I can't complain one bit. I mean, of course, like the coronavirus, COVID-19 really threw us a curveball and made us all like make adjustments. And I'm no exception to the rule. Like, definitely when COVID broke loose, I was like, okay, it's time to like make some adjustments, get your online presence stronger, tighten up your digital platforms and everything of that nature. Because I think before that we were kind of like handicapped to really just doing person to person interactions, and of course that's as like human beings, that's what we're going to go for. That's our,
Right.
that's our nature. So it was like once COVID broke loose, it was like, okay, things got to be more digitized and got to be more online, and you got to get your online marketing together, and your website got to be A1. And so that just like during those first couple months, like that just forced me to go into the lab and my team go into the lab and just start brainstorming and planning and coming up with uh, different online strategies and just getting our online presence foundation a little stronger.
Yes, yeah. It just changes things. It just changes things. But you feel that although COVID-19 happened and everything, well, it's happening right now, that it's not necessarily a fail, that it's actually opening new doors. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely. It's basically it's making everything comes to an end. Everything great things comes to an end, and it's a shame that it happened, and a lot of people were affected and died, and businesses were affected. But I believe that things happen for a reason, and this was, even if it was, you can go to the conspiracy theories. Was it let loose by China or whatever the case may be? Whatever the situation was, things the greater good is going to come out of it. We're going to come out stronger in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us about Rebel Brand. Like how did you come up with the name and when did it start?
I knew you was going to ask me that question, how I came up with the name. And it's like a lot of people ask me that question, and it started off. It was I wanted to start a clothing line. Let's say I wanted to do something to inspire people, to educate people, to kind of like motivate them. And I was, and it came to the point where it was like, okay, a clothing line is going to be the direction that I take in order to do that. So I was telling one of my relatives who was initially supposed to be a part of Rebel Bred Clothing that I want, and he was in line with me. I call him, he's my nephew, but he's like not that much younger than I am.
Yeah.
So he was like, I was like, you gonna jump on board on this clothing line? And he was like, yeah, I'm jumping on board. Wherever the clothing line we do, the name Rebel has to be in it. And yeah, so I was like, okay, Rebel. Okay, I was like, I didn't know why he felt so strongly about that, but I was like, okay, so I guess Rebel was going to be a part of the name.
Yeah.
So then I started brainstorming, so I started brainstorming like what goes good with Rebel. And I just started bouncing like words off behind Rebel. And then I thought about the word came to me, bread, like BRED. And you don't really hear that word that often, you
I,
know?
that was my first time hearing it. I was like, Rebel bread. Like bread, like actual bread that you eat to make a sandwich with.
Yeah, yeah,
That was the
yeah.
first time hearing that. I'm like, that's an interesting combination right there. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
But
you ran all that.
instead of going with the food bread, I went with the breed, like the past tense of breed. And that means to be like raised up in a certain manner. And it was like you're raised up to be a rebel, raised up to go against the grain,
Mm,
raised up to create your own path, um, raised up not to um, follow, mainstream.
right,
You just
right.
kind of create your own journey. And the fact that he came up with that name Rebel, and then he kind of like faded away from the clothing line, and I was still there with the name Rebel
Mhm.
Bred, and that just kind of worked out, and it's been perfect. It's been a perfect match ever since.
I love it. I just love it so much. It's such a unique name, and even the logo is really unique. Like it's a whole bird. Like when I think about birds, I feel like they're one of the most freest animals because they can just take off and fly. So it actually makes you feel free. So when you think of a rebel, it's like okay,
Yeah,
okay, is that what you were thinking
yeah,
of when you came up with that logo right there?
yeah. Double entendre on you.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh, I just love it. So how can people purchase your outfits? Rebel on, how can they find you?
Yeah, well, what you have on right now, you got on the Rebel Bread Pittsburgh design, which is one of the newer designs.
Ooh,
Yeah, you rocking it well.
this is new.
So check that out. That's for the ladies right there. Yeah, that's one of the newer designs. So we wanted to kind of
Yeah, you guys have like masks too, right?
come up with a concept that represented our city, the city of Pittsburgh.
Right.
And yeah, we got masks. We just jumped in a mask game, so I put out we put out a concept of a mask, and it made next Pittsburgh's
Wow.
most creative mask in the city of Pittsburgh. And we sold out. Like we're there will be some more coming. Yeah, we sold out of the first initial drop of those masks.
Wow.
And so to answer your initial question, you could go to www.therebelbreadclothing.com or go to www.rebelbreadclothing.com. We own both domains, and so that's where you can purchase your Rebel Bread Pittsburgh gear. We still have some of those T-shirts left. We will be getting more masks pretty soon, probably within the next 2 weeks, and then we got a whole fall lineup that we're working on, and so
Ooh.
look out for that. So just stay tuned for on the website and the Instagram.
Wow, they got a lot of things happening, a lot of big things coming. Do you have any inspirational like words to share? Because I know that people are probably trying to come up with their own business and don't know where to start. You guys just did something, just thought of something, and was like, boom, I'm gonna do this because I want to do it, and you made it your dream come true. So, do you have any motivational words or anything to inspire some people who are trying to work as hard to be an entrepreneur like you?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I would just tell everybody to make sure it means something to you,
Mm.
because when something means something to you, then you're going to continue at it um, throughout the hard times and the good times and the bad times. So make sure it means something to you, and when it means something to you, you're going to put up the utmost effort into your business or your brand or whatever the case may be.
I love it. I love it so much. Make sure it means something to you. And that's how you take off with your career, because it has to mean something. You got to care about it. It got to hit you so that you
Right?
can hit people the same way when they see your stuff. But
Absolutely.
how can they find you? What is your social medias?
You can find me at Nathan Brooks on Facebook, at GodSent412 on Instagram. But more importantly, follow Rebel Bred Clothing and Rebel Bred on Facebook, and at Rebel Bred Clothing on Instagram. And you can find me there, and also the website. You can find us there. Make sure you go on the website and put your email in the subscription box so we can stay in contact with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, and just thank you so much for sharing all this awesome information about Rubber Bread. So make sure you guys check his stuff out. They got a fall collection coming soon, and I'm going to be one of the first ones looking on that website for that.
Yeah. Hey, before you go, I don't know if you got to cut out real quick, but I just want to let you know that I love what you do with your music and your DJing and your performing. I've seen you live a couple times, and you always bring like a great energy that's very unique. And I appreciate that. And keep putting on for the city. And I love that you have like an eclectic ear for music. Like you don't just stick to one genre. You kind of you go global with your music, and I love that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This is his interview. He throwing me compliments. I appreciate it regardless, guys. He's a very humble person, as you can see. So make sure that you check his stuff out, support him, support businesses, support his business in particular. Super humble, super cool guy. So yeah, follow him. Follow Rebel Brand everywhere. But now we're gonna get back into the music. Again, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for joining
You're
us.
welcome. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all tune in.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure that you tune in and share this mood. Share with your family, friends, everybody. And if you enjoyed this mood just as much as I did, make sure that you check out the past show on WHHA's page. That is Fantasy Cruise WHHA Radio Show on Facebook. And our website is WHHARadioshow.weebly.com. Weebly with 2 E's, WEEVLY.com. You we're listening to The Mood. Dream big.